Hey everyone, it's Graydon here with Forever Books, and I'm here with one of my fantastic clients, Leisha, and she owns a company called 406 Wellness and Beauty in Montana, and she was one of the first people to join our new AI program. It's been a couple months here, so I just wanted to have her on a call here to ask her about her experience. How you doing, Leisha?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you for hopping on the call. So to start off, maybe Leisha, you could just share like how you came across Forever Booked and sort of what your current situation was in terms of marketing when you first came across us.
Okay. So I actually came across you guys probably a year ago, and I was in the very baby stages of getting my business started and was very nervous about the whole signing up with a marketing company or, whatever, going the marketing route. And so then just got things going, and eventually we reconnected again and talked to Gray about what they were doing now and talking about the AI. And that really intrigued me because just following up with clients and kind of getting them in the door and being able to set up certain campaigns that really work to bring those people in the door. And I'm telling you, it's been amazing since we started that process. And the automation to me is fantastic.
That's great. So what was the current situation before? Like I know you were working, did you have a system that you were using before? Was it no system? What were you transitioning from?
So I didn't have a system, and then I was just kind of posting on social media, really was not getting a whole lot of foot traffic via that way. Um, and so then I did start with another company that had kind of the similar system, but it just wasn't really working for me. It just wasn't clicking. I wasn't getting what I needed, I guess, per se. Um, and I needed a lot more help in the campaign portion of it. And so then that's when I contacted you guys, and you guys had already been in the med spa business and had been doing some of those campaigns, and you had showed me what, you know, your processes. And so that really resonated with me. And that's how I decided to sign up with you guys. And it's been amazing. Your customer service is like top notch, helping us. And those campaigns, I can't tell you, we have brought in like anywhere from 4 to 5 new clients almost every day with even
Oh,
just
that's
running
crazy.
that one campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, and your ad spend isn't even that high. Your ad spend, you're spending like $25 a day.
Yeah. No.
You
And
guys are
it's,
crushing it.
I mean,
That's like
yeah,
five,
it
that's like
is.
$7 per appointment. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Super
It's
low.
insane. And we've actually got a lot of newcomers to the whole med spa aesthetic world with that campaign. And I think the introductory price to them is very appealing. And then just
Yeah.
explaining to them how that process works, and then they're sold. I mean, it's been great.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I want to talk more about results, but let's just backtrack a second here because you said you were using another company that was probably using the same software that we use, right? They were probably using Go High Level. And it was
Hmm.
like, was it a similar, was it more like do it yourself? Like they just kind of gave you everything and you had to do
Yeah, they
everything
just kind of gave
yourself?
me everything. I mean, they did give us the videos and stuff but for me, the videos weren't, they didn't explain exactly. And I'm the type of person, I kind of need to see the whole picture and how it's going to look and how
Oh, okay.
those little pieces are going to be put together in a big picture. And I feel like having you explain it and just like step
Yeah.
by step, it really just was easier to set up and whatnot, as far as that goes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
And
because to
being able
anyone
to have, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, just because to anyone watching, like, yeah, our program, it's not totally done for you where we do everything, right? It's more like a hybrid. So so with our program, you're finding it helpful because like the instructions are better, but you also have like more one-on-one support, right? You're finding that helpful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm
Yeah.
actually being able to set up specifically for my clinic, like some of
Yeah.
the automation. So I'll book a client, they show up on my calendar, and then I can give them the post instructions of whatever that treatment is,
Gotcha.
which is
Okay.
very helpful because then it's just like I click showed and it automatically sends them that information. I don't have to manually go in and do that. And that's what I love about the automation.
Yeah, that's great. Like that's what's so cool about this program is you're a bit more of an advanced user. You've already started using the automations more for like the full, like our program, it's set up, you start off using the automations to get people in the door, but you can also
Mm-hmm.
set things up to help you for your fulfillment as well. So you're using it to send out like
It's just
documentation and things like that.
it's that added customer service. And
Yeah.
I've had so many great responses as far as the videos. People have been
Oh yeah.
like your campaign videos that
Yeah.
people are seeing. They're just like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I have been sharing that with all my friends because that is so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So let's talk about the AI because everyone like it's such a but like everyone's so excited about AI. So many clinic owners they want to figure out how to use AI, but no one really knows how it works. Could you just give me? But then a lot of people are also skeptical. They're like, "There's no way this AI bot can actually do this follow up, right?" So why don't you can give me your honest experience too if you've had some like, um, if there's anything that hasn't worked super smoothly, just give me your honest opinion about the AI so far.
So I think providing you guys with how the process works in our clinic, and you guys are however that works with the AI, they have been able to answer those questions pretty spot on. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
a little glitchy, or it's like, okay, why did they answer it that way? But
yeah,
the beauty of that is we are able to monitor those conversations and go, hey, that's my virtual assistant, sorry, but this is the answer, or this is, whatever
yeah,
the issue is, we can go back in and correct that conversation per se. So to me, it's great because if I'm busy with a client or something and we have that automated person to be able to answer some of those simple questions that you guys have the answers to for the AI,
yeah,
it is such a time saver for us.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's like it's almost like a full-time staff who's just working in the background all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's that initial contact that is just so tedious, right? Going back and forth, things like that. So that's
Right.
good. That's good that
Well,
you're
and
getting
the
some
other thing
value.
is like people have said, I am so impressed because like I'm up late at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you guys are answering me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're like shocked at that. And then I explained to them how that process works, and they're like, "Oh, thank goodness I didn't wake you up from bed."
Oh, yeah. So what do they
It's
think about the AI? Are they
yeah.
like, "Oh, this is crazy," or like, has anyone ever commented on it? Like, this is
So most people
no.
are fine with it and they're responsive with it, I think. But
Yeah.
I think as a business owner and my partner, we have been pretty good at being able to help interject in that too, to where, and then just explaining to people, but they're totally, I haven't had any negative feedback from it. So,
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on how the interaction goes, right? Like with
mhm.
chatbots before ChatGPT, I never liked to interact with them because they weren't very smart, right? But if
Mhm.
something can actually get back to you quickly and answer your questions accurately, it doesn't really matter if they're an AI or not. It's like, did you answer my question? And
Yep.
I feel if they get a good response, it's like, well, I don't really care who it is as long
Right.
as I'm getting helped.
Right.
Cool.
So, I
So
mean, there's always
let's
going to be some glitches, but
yeah,
honestly, it's been great. So,
that's good to hear. Good to hear. So let's talk about results here. You say you're booking like 4 to 5 appointments per day. How many appointments do you think you've booked so far with the program?
oh,
I can actually see the software. I think it says like 87 maybe.
probably
How many?
87.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
probably.
Yeah.
Have you tracked the revenue? Like how much revenue you think this has brought in so far?
Ugh. I haven't been
Maybe,
accurate on the revenue, honestly. Um,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
87 appointments, whoever's watching, like you do the math, like it's going to be a pretty good ROI. And all
Right.
those there's like are you upselling them? Like what are they buying when they're coming in?
So upselling. So the package that we have is what we call the 97 Botox special. We do 10 units of Botox, a dermaplane treatment, and right now we're doing B12 because I can't get biotin in because the pharmacy's out of stock. But anyway, so you
Yeah.
get basically a 200 value appointment for
Yeah.
$97, and where the upsell is 10 units of Botox honestly is not going to get you far.
Yeah.
So we map out their face and say, look at what areas they want covered. And then I give them my recommendations and price it out for them. And they're like, well, yeah, I want it all. So there you go.
That's great. So they're upselling.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
I get so much resistance to the 97 Talks offer. They're like, oh, 10 units, it's a bait and switch, like all this stuff. But it's working for so many of our clients. And that's the reason why you have so many appointments, because you're doing an offer that not a lot of people are willing to do. And
Right.
you have the back end structured properly to like do the consult properly and everything. So like you're getting appointments for $7. There's all these other clinics who are afraid to do this offer and they're paying like way more. Like it's crazy how much clinics pay for appointments, like 50, 100, 200 plus for these appointments, right? And those aren't necessarily even upselling. So
Right.
do you have any like certain strategy for making sure they do that, or you just matter of just doing a really good consult when they come in?
Just a really good consult and explaining to them like the facial features and, like, honestly, you really want to if you're going to treat the forehead, you really should treat the glabellar, because those two muscles work synergistically together. So if you relax this muscle, then these are going to overwork. If you just relax this muscle, then this is going to overwork. You know what I mean? So just explaining to them how the muscles work in the face as well. Also, even like Heather doing the dermaplane, she's got microneedling available, and talking to them about that's another area to really focus on treating, those fine lines and wrinkles like that way as well, to, just telling them all of the services that you have that can, as a whole, help with the anti-aging process, basically.
Awesome. No, that's great. Yeah, it's not like you're not doing any crazy tricks. You're just being helpful and like explaining all the things and leading it. Like not just being like, okay, what do you want? You're like, okay, I suggest doing this, this, and this. Like taking charge of it.
Right.
Cool.
And then they just visiting with them about all of the services that we provide. And then they're like, oh, well, I want this done, or, so, and also offering them a payment plan.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Now, there's a lot of other people, Leisha, that could benefit from this system, right? There's tons of clinics, but a lot of them aren't doing anything because they're like, oh, maybe they've been burned in the past by like God knows how many marketing agencies. Maybe they're just like, I don't want to sign up with anyone else. So for someone who's kind of on the fence about this, like, what would you say to them?
I would say it is totally worth it. In its weight in gold. Honestly, your return to pay for this it's been great. Because I'll be honest, I was totally skeptical about hiring somebody or doing marketing, because I'm just like, oh, what if it doesn't work? But honestly, they have great campaigns to help you get the people in the door, and it pays off.
Awesome, I appreciate that.
And the customer service that you guys provide, I can't tell you. It is amazing. So I really appreciate that.
Anna's incredible.
Yeah.
I wish I could just like clone her a million times,
Yep.
She's awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. So last question, Leisha, is there anything you're excited about moving forward this next 6 months to 12 months?
Actually, when you talked about the social planner, just getting content out there for my business and being able to add more presence to the business, I think that's going to be a great feature.
Awesome. Yeah. No, that was good that I heard you on our earlier call today about that. So I know that's a priority. So we'll get that launched because this is going to add on to it, right? Add on to the results.
Yeah. And honestly, those collab calls are great because you're hearing from other clinics what their processes are, where their struggles are, and just being able to have that collaboration to help each other out with that is phenomenal.
Yeah. No, those are great. Yeah, the tech calls too, those have been really helpful too, to have just like more calls to see what other clinics are doing. Right on. Well, that's it, Leisha. Thank you so much for coming on here. And I'm excited too. We're only like 2 months into this, so I'm super excited what we'll do together for the next 6 to 12 months here. So thanks for hopping on.
Yep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.